All right, here we go.
At your disposal, Commander.
So we had just finished up with Planet F yesterday at the end of the stream. That means it's time for Planet G. Landing gear.
Landing gear up.
That should give us a clean approach to Planet G. Yes, sir. All right. Let's come to a stop and see what we got on this planet, folks. Enable chit chat.
Commander.
Robin, what is up? All right, this will take us up to about 40. No, 50. And there is our 100%. Ooh, okay. This planet looks tasty. First up, let's find that Frutexa. And then we want the Cactoida, the Fungoid. Maybe the Osseous, definitely not the Bacterium. Hell of a way to kick off the stream. Wow, looks like we got a good probability right down here. Okay, that's fairly mountainous, but I can see some plateaus. It won't be horrible. Chat, how's everybody doing today? Oh, okay, this isn't going to be the best situation in the world, but it's not horrible. Alright, these are notoriously hard to spot from the air, guys, so get these out of the way first, and the others should not be too hard. We're at 0.16 Gs. Power to shields. Power to systems.
Power to shields.
Landing gear.
Lowering gear.
And shit, this is looking a lot like the other planet. Alright, looks like we might be getting the Osseous out of the way first. Or are those stratums? We'll figure it out. Those are the tussocks. Alright, so we've got at least 3 things here. Yeah, we are definitely better off doing this by ship. They're 500 meters each. Okay. That is 2. Okay, there is 3. That looks like tussocks up there. It is. There's a big field of these things. We might be able to do this all without having to relocate the ship. If I go all the way to this end and then all the way to that back corner like I'm trying to. Damn, this is one of the biggest fields of these I've ever seen. Still no sign of what I landed here to look for, though. What's up, Mark? Alright, well. Fuck me, I walked right past, or right to the side of these and didn't even see them. As long as we're here. Not high on my priority list, but if they're literally right here. $500 meters on these per colony. Maybe we'll find the Protexa while we're here. Okay, game, you gonna let me off the ship? Looking like a crash. Seriously, I either crash or load, one or the other, but this... That is Elite Observatory with the Bio Insights plugin. Okay, seriously? Did we just get stuck? Here, I'll pull over the full interface so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So, the planet keeps track of what it tells me what might be on them, and then when I scan them, it gives me a better idea of what is there. You can see I've collected, the samples for all 3 of those, and then on this page, it keeps track of total earnings, theoretic earnings. It's not 100% accurate. It's a really handy tool for exobiology. Mostly for the distance calculator. You're just not quite far enough, are you, buddy? Alright, that'll do it for the bacterium. Now what is that straight ahead? Oh, really? These things are here, too. Come on. Don't tell me it's unsuitable terrain. There we go. My own HUD's lying to me. There. Now I can see everything I need to see. Okay, these things have a wicked long, far distribution, so... Okay. I still haven't seen hide nor hair of what we landed here to look for. Which will be worth more than everything we've already picked up combined on this planet. No, you're not going to be far enough. You will be, though. I guess we'll pop back up to orbit and choose another landing spot. Because... what I'm looking for really just is not out here. Landing gear.
Gear up.
Engage FSD.
That's a negative, Commander.
Still mass locked. Engage FSD.
Drives engaging.
Alright, so we've got the bacterium. We haven't got the fungoid. We've got the osseous. Got the stratum. For Texas, what I'm looking for, that's the expensive one. Let's hit this area up here. Oh boy, well I've found them in this kind of area before and it really sucks. Landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Ship lights. Lights. God, I wish these things weren't worth as much as they are, because they're such a pain in the ass to find from the air. Oh, come on, game. I will go ahead and jump to another system rather than spending half an hour looking for these things. No matter how much they're worth, they're not worth more than going and getting another system and getting more data and more potential planets. Give this Canyon Floor 1 look. I thought I saw him for a second. That is why we have the shield set the way we do. Alright. That looks like Tussock to me, but if we can find a place to land, I'll check. Alright, I'm done fucking around with this. I think these are definitely Tussock that we've already scanned. They look like it. That is a janky ass landing spot. Like, super fucking jank. I don't know, these... Oh, these are the fungoids. Oh, this is not great. Because these are worth enough that I want to collect the samples, but... And this is where this colony ends. Which one is this? Is this... Oh, no, this is the one that's only worth 1.6 mil. I'm not that fussed about not finding it then, if we can't find... Come on. You know, this is not worth the time we're wasting. Power to engines. Landing gear up.
Retracting docking modules.
Afterburners.
Right.
Exit galaxy map.
Exiting map.
Next system en route.
Done.
Lost my route. Good thing I wasn't going anywhere particularly. Engage FSD.
Frameshift now engaged.
Okay, why are you not... Engage FSD. Oh, it just was not showing.
Making the jump to light speed.
That's bizarre. Engage FSD.
Engaging cruise. Hyperspace jump. Faster than light velocity reached.
First we had a long getting out of the ship, now we've got a long hyperspace tunnel. Ooh, 27 bodies. Nice. System scan.
Completing system scan for cartography.
Okay, nobody... This is an undiscovered system, apparently. So, woohoo, money for bot. Oh, no, somebody has been here. Just ignored everything else in the system, then? Alright, surely. There's another gas giant right here. There it is. Well, there's not much interesting here. Next system en route.
Okay.
Engage jump drive.
Engaging jump. Jump. Faster than light velocity reached.
And engage.
Leaving system.
All right. Scan. System scan.
Scanning now.
There's one. Two, actually. Oh! Oh, we're about to get paid. This is a terraformable world, is why we're scanning it. And we've got the only bacterium that's worth it in this system. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should do it. Lava spouts, fumaroles, and vents. Geographically, very interesting planet. Not what I'm looking for, though. Big planet. Seriously, are we like 1% off? Alright, let's get good and onto the day side. Now then. Alright, dropping from cruise. Let's see what we got. It's only one thing on this planet, so... Landing gear.
Deploying landing gear.
Power to systems.
Powering systems.
And there's our first one right there. Base value of 8.4. Times 5 since we just first footfalled this planet, so unless somebody else beats me here and then beats me, or comes here and then beats me back, which is highly unlikely. Okay now, game. That would be 2. Come on. There we go. There it is. I lost track of it during the landing. That should be 42 million. Yeah. All right. Power to engines.
Maximum engines.
Raise landing gear.
Raising landing modules.
Afterburners.
Applying maximum thrust.
Select next system. Select next system en route. Ugh, come on. Windows speech training sucks. Next system en route. Next system.
Selecting next destination.
That shouldn't have been that hard. Engage FSD.
Engaging now. Jumping.
Alright, that wasn't bad. There's one that we really want, but I don't see as much, which is the Stigmasis Tussock, which is worth 19 mil, so that's 95 mil a pop if you're the first person to turn it in. Icy body with rings. Another regular gas giant. Icy body. Icy body. A gas giant. Alright. Okay. We may have most of the... Yeah, we have most of the other planets right here. Oh, wait, I'm done. I thought it was 25. Nothing interesting in this system. Out we go.
Jumping to light speed.
To light speed, you say? To shreds, you say? System scan.
Compiling data now.
Ammonia based with life. We might be about to get paid. Okay. Hello, rest of the planets in the system. All right. Seven, 14, and 17 signs in this system. On 3D, 3E, and 3F. Let's go ahead and get 3F knocked out of the way first. It's got the least amount of stuff to look for. I'm the Spork. What's up? 07. So really only one thing worth finding on this planet. Jay White, what's up? It's a salute. If you look at it. It's been a thing in Elite and other space games and flight games as long as I can remember. Which is quite a while because I'm old. Alright, so this bad boy we are looking for... Ooh, to get a little further away before we scan. One thing, there's 3 potential life signs on this planet. We'll scan, and if we don't get all of them, the one I want, I'll move on. I don't care about the bacteria. I don't care about the funticulae. 1, a 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. That's the one we care about, and it's on this planet. Let's get around to the day side. There's nothing that makes looking for biologicals more tedious than doing it on the night side of a planet. Easy peasy. Particular reason we're stuttering right now, Elite? Although that's probably not noticeable on stream. Bo, Herbie Muller. If you see a guy with orange skin, you got permission to blast away, sir. Homebody Lifestyle, what's up? How is everybody today? Alright. Let's see what we got going on down here. Judging by the stars, I'm in Odin's hold, so we're fairly close to Sake. I could get there today if I wanted to, but that's kind of not the plan. Power to shields.
Redistributing power.
Landing gear.
Down and locked.
Looks like we got quite a few things down here to have a look-see at. I'm not necessarily interested in everything on this planet, but if two of them are growing right here, I'm not going to complain about it. Well, there's first footfall. So that means this place is going to pay good. Alright, what's the distribution on these things? I think one of these is going to be really obnoxious. Yep, it's 1,000. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to chuck that sample real quick. And we're going to get this other one, which is 500 meters, which is a whole lot easier to manage. And then we'll work on the one that's got a 1,000-meter distance. And I'm probably going to go get the SRV for this, too. Considering by this game, it's hard to learn before I can go for a flange with a guy. Any opinions or hints? Hints? I have an entire series of videos that'll get you started in this game. So, that... quite aside from the self-promotion, looking for help from my videos or other commanders out there would be a really good way to get you started. And the other thing is, don't get overwhelmed. It's easy to let yourself get overwhelmed with this game when it's really not that big of a deal. Like, what I'm doing right now seems fairly complicated. In the grand scheme of things, it's really not. It just takes a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of patience. Alright, so if this will make 500 meters right here, which would be fantastic. Mining for music. Mining is fun. Yeah, that's my biggest thing would be not to like I said, not to get overwhelmed. This is a 10-year-old game. The learning curve can seem steep, but really you just gotta give it a little time. Alright, so that's our second sample there. We're gonna pick up our third sample of the other over there. And then we're going to start working on that 1,000-meter one. So for reference, since we confirmed that this is a first footfall, that 1,000-meter apart one, the Electricae, that is a base value of 6.28 mil.
Welcome to the
And
dark
if
side.
I turn it in by myself, I turn it in first, which is highly likely. That'll be times 5. Okay, this is... I'm just going to get out and walk the last few meters, because this is going to get insane. Worth the buy to the shrinks. That's the one thing that I can't help people with, is the flying. Like, I can't give you a great tutorial on flying because there's so many different ways to play this game. I mean, and honestly, flying is something that's better for you to just get a feel for, because Elite handles great. Except for Type 9s. Type 9s suck. Alright, that's 5 mil in the bank once we get home.
Welcome to the dark side.
Ah, thank you. Appreciate the subs, guys. Alright, now, the tedious one. Worth it, though. So, we're going to... Alright, how far are we from the ship? $583 meters. Not far enough. Must you? Hey, you stop arguing with those guys. They're just on Google Fiber, man. Pardon me just a moment. Alright, well now that that's over. Oh, you weren't quite done, were you? My guy, other people are allowed to walk on the street. Whoa. Come on now. Let's get a Cobra and outfit for mining. Yeah, that's not a bad way to start. You can also make some pretty quick cash bounty hunting, even with a Sidewinder. You just gotta be smart about how you do it. Ah. Now we gotta find one more. You can really tell I don't have half these controls bound and have no real desire to fuss with it right now. Ah, I see some more. That should be plenty. Yeah, more than enough. Then we can call the ship in, and then we can be done with this planet. And then we've got 2 more to tackle, which have a good amount of stuff on them. Not going to be looking for everything, though, because we got some fairly worthless biologicals on these next 2 planets, but some that are also well worth the price of looking for them. Did that. Okay, random pop in. And you're landing where exactly? That was a definite hit to the shields. Okay, we're not actually on the ground. Please stop. All right. Magic. Next, we are going to planet E or B, I believe. E or D, depending on which one is closer. Power to engines.
Complying.
Raise landing gear.
Raising landing modules.
Afterburners.
Boosting now.
Engage FSD.
Engaging drive.
Pretty big set of rings on that gas giant there. Alright, let's get down here and see what this planet has. Looking at... yeah, a 7.7 million, a 10.3 million, a 3.3 million, maybe a 3.39 million, couple 2s. This all depends on what actually shows up once I scan it. I've not seen our holy grail of biological or exobiology today. At least not the really good one. I've had one of the other second highest paying ones. Thanks, I want to come back. Would love to see you back, Bo. You know, feel free to ask questions. My Discord has a whole channel dedicated to this game and Star Citizen, so feel free to hop in there and ask any questions you want. But yeah, love to see new people come into the game, so. Alright guys, let's scan ourselves a planet. 1, 2, 3. So we should have 6 or 7 biologicals here. Alright, so we got a bacterium, cactoida. We didn't get the expensive concha. We got the OK osseous, we got the OK stratum, maybe 2 stratums, but we did get the good frutexa. So let's see if we can find that. That's 50 million credits I would dearly like to have in the bank, or ready to go in the bank. And another 10 or 12 on top of that, depending on what we can find. At least for Texas, though. These are a bitch to find. Boy, that filter's going crazy, isn't it? Power balanced. Power balanced. Oh, it's not listening. Balance power.
Equalizing now.
There we go. Landing gear.
Lowering landing gear.
I'll stop.
Throttle to 0.
We've got multiple things right here. Let's see what we got. So, all right, well, we got the expensive stratum. That's going to be the tussocks. So what we're going to want to do then is hop back on the ship and get that 500 meter separation for our next sample. Louis Alfaro, currently still in the bubble and haven't made it to Colonia yet, but I'm nervous going out that far, especially the tedium of jumping over and over. What do you do to stay from going crazy? Well, I either stream it, which keeps me from going crazy because I talk to the chat, or I put a podcast on. The other thing is I have a ship with a pretty good jump range, and I use the Neutron Star Highway to do it, which knocked... We did this on Monday, I think, and the whole trip from the bubble to Colonia was 117 jumps. So those are, a couple things you can do. Or you can find a fleet carrier that's going there and just hitch a ride. Alright, one more sample of this. We've also got the tussock here, which that one's... I'd probably pick it up just because we're by it. I wouldn't go hunting it down if it weren't right here. What I'm really looking for, though, I haven't seen any sign of yet, though. Which is pretty typical. Come on. All right. Yep, that's also a solution. Just take random breaks. Go look at other stuff. Sample complete. All right. This one we can handle on foot real quick. $1.7 mil. Yeah, I would definitely recommend you have your some engineering done so that you have a decent jump range. I have done the trip to Colonia back before the Neutron Star Highway, back before engineering, and when you could only plot 1,000 light years at a time on a route, and it was... I listened to a lot of true crime podcasts while I made that flight. Let's just say that. Because that's definitely when your brain begins to melt. All right. What is that? Okay, not what I thought it was. Well, time to get back to the ship and recharge. Still no sign of what we're actually here looking for. Got about 3 jumps into the neutron hide. That's why I bring a field maintenance unit. Because it will start wrecking modules. The game makes that seem way worse than it is. So, like, it's way scarier than seeming than any of the consequences. Your FSD will never 100% fail. You might have to try to engage it 100 times, but it will eventually work. I'll go ahead and take the bacteria as long as we're looking around for the other stuff. I mean, it's essentially free money. Also, a reminder, guys, you can do what I'm doing fairly close to the bubble. I just came out to Sag Age kind of for a break. Colonization is very tedious when you're doing it by yourself, and I wanted something else to do, so... Although I am still working on colonization because I moved my alt into my colony system to run cargo, so... But that account needs some credits anyways. Two, three. Can I please maybe have what I came here looking for? I mean, we're going to have all 3 samples of this bacterium and not hide nor hair of the phlomosis. I may have to go back up and relocate. What is that out there past the bacteria? That we're going to have a look at. I think it's more of the grass that we already got. No, that looks... It is. Okay. It looks different, but that's just the render distance. Alright, so we've knocked off Bacterium, Stratum, and Tussock. Let's go back up into orbit and reposition. Landing gear.
Retracted.
Power to engines.
Power to engines.
Afterburners.
Thrusters full burn.
gonna take aim if you maybe in two of those. Yeah. So as an example, so this ship currently is running a 3A AFMU, which has ammo of 4,000. And I repaired my jump drive, my frameshift drive 3 times on the way from my home base, which is on the far side of the bubble, to Colonia, and had 1,000 left on the AFMU. And I let the drive get down to about 73%, which is kind of my annoyance threshold with the fails. Taking 2 is not a bad idea, but just kind of putting into perspective like what my last trip with just this week was like. So, but it is definitely a good idea. Didn't mean to blast quite that far away from the planet. Alright, we're still set for the Fritex, so that's what I want. And I gotta say, the Mandalay is proving itself to be one badass exploration ship. Alright. And pop. Greeny, 51-month Twitch sub on a 51-month strength streak. Thank you, sir. Pop yourself. How are you today, my friend? Power to shields.
Rerouting power.
Landing gear.
The gear is down and locked.
This is looking real similar to our last try. Well, you're alright. About to go grocery shopping. Don't buy eggs. You'll have to take out a mortgage. I don't use them a lot. It's actually third-party software called Voice Attack, and I'm using a voice pack from HSC Voice Packs. You would enjoy them. There's Shatner's done one, Michael Dorn's done one, John DeLacy's done one, Brian Blessed. Most of the Next Generation crew has done one, if we're honest. It's I haven't figured out all the bells and whistles on Ripley yet, but they'll banter with you and tell jokes and do all kinds of things. Yeah, I don't use it all that often. You don't buy perishables except for like bread. At least you're not... You eat at work. Yeah, I was going to say. At least you're not one of those people that goes screaming to the grocery store to buy bread and milk when they say it's going to snow. This will be another cool 10 million. I love a sandwich. What is your preferred sandwich, my friend? Actually, chat, that's a great question, considering YouTube chat, I know you can't see what he's saying. But one of my friends is a chef. And also a pescatarian, so I'm curious what his favorite sandwich is. And what about the rest of you guys? I love myself a good Reuben. Tuna salad. That's, yeah, Greenie, that's a great one. Depends, though, on the tuna salad. Well, you get some tuna salads that are more like tuna slop. Like swimming and dressing and ugh. Publix near me just had 4 packs of tuna. It came to me for like $5. I would love that, man. I love tuna salad. And, or canned tuna. Canned tuna was a big thing for hiking. Fantastic food for that. That is another 10 point something mil in the bank. Still haven't found what I came to this planet for. I'm going to start getting picky here with the next few systems and like only look for very high value things. Celery, onion, jalapeno, fresh hard-boiled egg, salt, pepper, teeny bit of mayo. That's interesting. I do it the way my mom always did it, which is a little bit of mayo, a little bit of mustard, salt, pepper, celery, and capers. caper sound. The capers really, they have a different kick of flavor. I am also weirdly obsessed with capers. I love the things. Makes thinks I'm a madman. I am not seeing what else we need here. Let's take a run for these mountains, because those things, what we're looking for, does sometimes grow near mountains. Started doing special cheesecakes again, by the way. Nice. More things to taunt Looney with. Caramel apple cheesecake with thin sliced apples in the bottom layer. Damn it, Greenie, you're making me hungry, man. Right, if anybody sees a little tiny fern-like plant, use your time machine to overcome stream lag and tell me about it before I fly past it. Making myself hungry is. No, dude, that's the worst thing to do before you go grocery shopping. I can remember in college making myself really hungry before I went to the grocery store and then being like, what the hell did I buy? All right, no sign of these other biologicals. Like none, chat. None at all. Landing gear.
Landing module retracted.
Power to engines.
Power to engines.
Afterburners.
Thrusters boosting now.
Select next system en route. Next system en route.
Selecting next system en route.
Engage FSD.
Activated.
We're going to start being a little more selective about what we are looking for.
Jumping to next system. Making the jump to light speed.
All right.
Contacts.
Well, that's a boring system. I find teeter subs to be dependent on what bread they have, and that can be hit or miss.
Hyperspace jump. Interstellar travel mode.
But if you're going
now.
to Publix, yeah, they do make killer subs. So, all right, what's going to be in the system? $13 bodies, perfect. System scan.
Scanning area.
Here we are. An icy body with rings. Another icy body with rings. Class 3 gas giant. Argon atmosphere, no, nothing nothing expensive on that planet. Class 1 gas giant. Icy body. And well, oh, the actual Nightingale City is now in Nightingale. Well, if Looney and Ben ever, have some time, we might take a look at that game again now.
Jumping to light speed. Jumping to next system.
There's just, Looney's busy working and Benish just disappears for weeks at a time these days. What are the... Okay, sure. You could, actually, and I would enjoy that. It's got to get it together. And I say Looney's name, and he appears in Discord.
Entry guidance computations complete.
Haven't played since the 0.5 update. You'll have to start over. Meh. Doesn't bother me. Peace. All right.
Making the jump to light speed.
We're making way more progress towards that jump point, or to that end point, than I intended to today. Come on now, give me some planets.
Interstellar travel mode engaging now.
There we go. System scan.
Executing now.
Okay. Oh, there's a gas giant here. Ooh, it's a Darth Maul planet. Well, nothing else particularly interesting here. Engage FSD.
Making the jump to light speed.
Yeah, I need to just pencil Nightingale back into my tentative
Jumping
schedule.
to next system. Frame shift now engaged. Entry guidance computations complete.
Okay, more planets, please. Okay, I got what I asked for there. This is going to take a minute. What are you pointing me at? Oh.